And we say good morning to. We're broadcasting live. We are on the road here at Food City this Friday. Food City on Euclid Avenue in Bristol, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us on this Friday, May the 18th, 2018. Pretty cool day for me. It's my 750th show I've done on these internet waves and website waves at TomTaylorSports.com and the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page. So we are here. You are there, and we thank you for being with us. And we are live here again on the road at Food City in Bristol, Euclid Avenue. We're going to be joined a little bit later on the show by Mike Hedrick. Not only is my 750th show for me, but it's his 2-year anniversary of starting on this show. Does a phenomenal job. We can't thank him enough for what he does, and he'll join us later in the show. Mike Ezekiel, ETSU baseball. They're on the road down in Spartanburg this weekend, taking on the Wofford Terriers. We'll find out what's going on with our buddy Mike Ezekiel and Buck baseball coming up here in a few minutes. Also, we will be joined, at the bottom of the hour. Hank Brown's will stop by. Hank Brown from We Run Events, stopping by to talk about what's going on in the running world and getting ready, of course, for the Crazy Eights Road Race. Inside of 65 days now, thereabouts, for the Fun Fest. Again, road race known as the Crazy Eights, tied into Fun Fest 2018. Also, we're going to be joined later on by Mike Hendricks. We said top of the hour getting a preview of the All-Star race and what's going on in NASCAR. Our twice-a-week report from this guy does a phenomenal job. And then also going to be joined by our buddy Dave from WLW Radio in Cincinnati, talking about the Cavaliers and a must-win situation tomorrow night in Cleveland against the Boston Celtics. And also we'll hear about I think they're improving. You can say they're improving. The Cincinnati Reds. Dave works on WLW Radio in Cincinnati and does the trucking show, the all-night trucking show, American Trucking Network, which we have the privilege of being part of on Saturday night. So we call in, talk a little NASCAR, talk a little sports with Dave. So he reciprocates and is with us here on our show. Here it is. This is the Midnight Madness sale rolling today at all stores starting at noon. So the buggies will be starting to clang here in a few minutes. People coming in here doing the shopping and going around, and the prices, of course, kick in on noon or at noon at the top of the hour. And so here's some of the specials going on today. In the husked sweet corn, $3 a dozen, only 25 cents an ear. Ooh. Pork baby back ribs, $2.99 a pound. Today only at all Food Cities. Food Club Spring Water, 24-pack half-liter bottles for $1.99. Food Club Novelties, all about that. We'll be getting fudge bars today. Man, my little ones go through the fudge bars. Holy smokes. $1.99. Limit 6 boxes, $2 a box today only. Oscar Mayer hot dogs today. Midnight Madness sale. 16-ounce package, 2 for $3, limit 4. Frito-Lay Doritos for $1.99, limit 4. Pepsi products. 6-pack of 16-ounce bottles for only $1.78 today at your local Food City. Over 130 stores across 4 states. Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, now in Georgia. Scott paper towels today. Food City, 6 regular rolls for $3.99, limit 2 per person. That's just on the front page. On the back page, hanging baskets for $8.99. Ooh, yeah. They've got some beautiful, beautiful hanging baskets out there. They got some geraniums. They've got some impatiens, New Guinea impatiens. Got some wandering Jews. Got some ivy. Beautiful, beautiful hanging baskets for $8.99 at all Food Cities, locally grown. Also, Tyson boneless chicken, $4.99. Gala apples out of Michigan, 5-pound bag for $2.99. Boy, those make really, really good. To cut them up and put peanut butter on them or just eat them as is. Excellent, excellent product. Those Gala apples out of Michigan, less than 60 cents a pound, 5-pound bag for $2.99. Also, Food Club Jumbo Biscuits, a buck a canister, 10 for 10, limit 10. And also Gwaltney sliced bacon for $1.99, limit 4. Those are just some of the specials going on today at all Food Cities for the Midnight Madness sale across all 130 stores in the chain. We are live here at Food City on Euclid Avenue in Bristol, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back and we'll break it down. We got a doubleheader today. We're doing this show now here in Bristol tonight, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock first pitch. We will bring for you tonight, 6:40 first airtime, 7 o'clock first pitch. Elizabethton and Gibbs, the Elizabethton Cyclones and the Gibbs Eagles in the sectional tournament, again at Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State. You win that game, you head off to Murfreesboro next week for the state tournament. If you lose the game, your season's over. So it's really, really big, and it's an important game to say the least. Every pitch, every strike, every ball, every hit, everything counts. It's going to be tension and stress and pressure tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have it for you. Again, 6:40 airtime, 7 o'clock first pitch. We'll come to you live from Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State University. Quick break. We'll be right back. We are here on behalf of one of our great sponsors, the good folks in Bracken Paving, as we're here on show number 750 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Do you have an asphalt driveway or parking lot? Do you see cracks in the pavement? Well, maybe it's time to call Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance for a free estimate. You see, with the freezing and thawing of winter, cracks form in your pavement, allowing water to get under the asphalt, eroding the stone base underneath, which could lead to your pavement buckling. At Bracken Pavement and Asphalt Maintenance, they can fill the cracks, keeping water out of the cracks. And if you don't know for sure, hey, it's worth a call and a free estimate. Phone number is 323-8726. 323-8726. Residential driveways, commercial and church parking lots. They pave, they crack fill, they can stripe new and restripe old. Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance at 323-8726 or on the web at brackenpaving.com. The savings continue the month of May at Max Medicine Mart in Kingsport. All Gaia and Solgar products 20% off at Max Medicine Mart. Solgar producing fine quality nutritional supplements for 71 years, and Gaia both 20% off in the month of May. No coupons, no limits. Every time you purchase any and all Solgar or Gaia products in the month of May, automatic 20% off. Open 7 days a week, right down the street from Dobbins Minute on Center Street in Kingsport. Again, Solgar and Gaia products 20% off the month of May at Max Medicine Mart. Max Medicine Mart, Center Street in Kingsport. Make tracks to Max.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, small plates.
In entertainment news, this year it's all about the mini-series.
In pop culture news, mini everything.
Because, aw. All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live again. We are here at Food City in Euclid, or on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. Coming up, we're going to be joined by Mike Ezekiel at the bottom of the hour, talking to us about Buck baseball. Also, hello, Bill Patrick. Also, hello to Steve McCauley. Hey, Tom, go Cyclones. You got it. 6:40 airtime. 7 o'clock first pitch tonight. Haven't been this excited about a ball game in a long time. These kids have really played hard, and if they can get it done against a very, very good Gibbs team, then we'll head off to the state tournament. If not, then our season will be over. And either way, it's been a great run for the Cyclones. But obviously, a little selfish here. We'd like to see them go on to the next round and see what they can do and take their chances, again, of heading down the highway and getting into the state tournament, which would be very, very nice. And, of course, the ladies play as well. We'll talk all about that coming up here in just a second as we're here live again at Food City, Euclid Avenue in Bristol. Why don't we do this right here? Why don't we just bring that? There we go. That way you can see the folks behind us. We dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. We do that every time and every day. We do that without exception and without apology. And so the verse of the day to get it started out of the book of Psalms, Psalms 139:13-14 says, I created your innermost being. I knit you together in your mother's womb. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Don't ever forget that. And that is the verse of the day today. So I take that literally. And so if you go into verse 16, it says, all of our days were ordained before one of them came to be, which means before I ever was born out of my mama's belly, he knew, the Lord knew today, that I'll be sitting here on May the 18th with a Food City cap on, a red Bristol Motor Speedway shirt on. I would be at Food City on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. I would be doing a ball game tonight if it doesn't rain. Elizabeth, and of course, he knew if it was going to rain or not. This is the God we serve, folks. He knew if it was going to rain on May the 18th, whether the game can be played or not, before I was ever born. So that is the God we serve. It's an incredible, incredible story. Hello, Jason Hash. Hello, Darius Hensley. So that's the God we serve. So he knew exactly what I was going to be doing before I was ever born. I created your innermost being. I knit you together in your mother's womb. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. There's a whole sermon right there. In fact, I've heard Charles Stanley do a whole sermon on you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and don't ever forget that. Anyway, that's the verse of the day here as we dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. We're going to break down and do the preview of what's going on with the baseball and softball games coming up here in just a little while. A couple of birthdays today. George Strait having a birthday, the country music legend, 66 today. And Mr. October, Reggie Jackson of the Oakland A's, New York Yankee fame. I think it's only two he played for. Reggie Jackson, Mr. October, having a birthday, 72 today. And those are the birthdays, again, of folks that we feel like need to be told of the birthday. George Strait, 66. And as we said, Reggie Jackson, 72. All right, let's jump in here and go. Let's talk a little bit about baseball, and we're going to do the preview right now of the sectionals, and we're going to do that. Got a lot going on here. Got papers flying everywhere, and I got to put my glasses on to read this fine print. Got me some new glasses out of the Food City over there where they sell glasses. Got me a new pair of glasses, so things jumping off the page. All right, AAA tomorrow. Carnes 30-8 at Science Hill 34-7. Because of Maribel's graduation on Monday, the Beavers didn't get to play the regional semifinal until Tuesday, and so the big stud pitcher for the Knox Carnes Beavers will be Trevor Adams, threw 102 pitches in a 9-1 win. Carnes' graduation tonight, so the section will be pushed back to 1 o'clock tomorrow at TVA Credit Union Ballpark, giving Adams the extra day's rest needed to be eligible to pitch against Science Hill. Adams 8-1 is the real deal. In his last 7 starts, he's racked up 61 strikeouts for Carnes and 35 innings, has an ERA of .60. Science Hill, pretty good pitcher too, though. Brandon Feathers, Radford bound, right-hander, has collected 94 strikeouts in 63 innings with an ERA of 1.33. He's 8-1, has not earned an earned run in 5 of his last 6 starts. Not an earned run in 5 of his last 6 starts. These two teams played earlier in the season. Neither Adams nor Feathers were involved. It was a 5-3 win over the Hilltoppers back in April. And so we'll see how that goes tomorrow at TVA Credit Union Ballpark in Johnson City. Our ball game tonight, 6:40 airtime, 7 o'clock first pitch. Gibbs 28-12 in Elizabethton to take on the Cyclones at Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State. Cyclones at 25-8. Cameron Hill, incredible on the mound, racking up 95 strikeouts in 48 innings. 95 strikeouts in 48 innings, the starting pitcher tonight for Gibbs, surrendering just 6 earned runs for an ERA of .88. He had a 17 strikeout mow down of Pigeon Forge in 6 innings of work on April the 10th. I got a theory about all this in a moment, coming from my late father, the United States Marine. The Cyclones figure to counter with Trey Schown. 3 postseason wins while allowing just 11 hits and 4 runs in 18 innings with 12 strikeouts. So Gibbs been to the state tournament 8 times, most recently in 2011. The Eagles won the AA state tournament in 2010. Elizabethton going after its 3rd state berth and the first since 2013. We're 21 outs away. All right, so I read you the stats. I tell you how good this guy is. Cameron Hill, the starting pitcher for the Gibbs, and he is. This is what my father would say, and I take the same theory. He would say, guy's pretty good, Tom. Yes, sir, he is. This is the United States Marine. Served in World War II in the South Pacific Theater. He was tough as a pine knot. Trust me when I tell you that. He would say, Tom, this Hill boy's pretty good. Said, yes, sir, he is. He said, you know what? What, sir? He's due to have a bad game. He'd say, what he's done up to this point don't matter. Make a hill of beans. And he's right. So, guy is good. But, you know, he's due to have a bad game, or his defense behind him have a bad game, or the Cyclones will be, I mean, they're pretty strong, folks, pretty stout. They outscored their opponents, 57-9, I think it is, 57-9. I got the stats in my Elizabethton satchel. 57-9, I believe, is the record. So, yes, they're pretty good, but so are the Cyclones. We wouldn't be where we're at. So, anyway, it starts 6:40 tonight, 7 o'clock, first pitch. University High, single A at Lookout Valley. University High 22-11 at Lookout Valley 26-8. Yellow Jackets of Lookout Valley, a solid baseball tradition, looking for their 8th state tournament appearance, their first in a decade. They won state titles in 1980, 1977, This year they won 16 of the last 18 games, averaging 9 runs per game in those victories. That'll be University High's opponent tonight in single A. In softball, the Lady Cyclones traveling to Gibbs. Gibbs seeking its 32nd state berth, having won 10 championships and finishing second 3 times. The Lady Eagles are defending state champs, having won the AAA last year before sliding back down to AA. There again, Elizabethton 25-14, Gibbs at 30-7. I promise you, Ken Harden's going to say to the coach, if we don't go down with the intent to win the ball game, let's don't even get on the bus. And he would be right. Hello, Jason Hash. Hello, Darius Hensley. We're here live again at Food City on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. So Elizabethton and Gibbs. The other softball game tonight involves Unicoi County. They'll actually play this one tomorrow. Unicoi County at 38-9. The Lady Blue Devils hosting Kingston. Lady Blue Devils not only earning home field advantage, they avoided Gibbs. They still have to take care of business. Kingston lost to Gibbs in the season opener before ripping off 14 straight wins. Kingston 24-6 at Unicoi County 38-9. So, out of fairness to everybody still involved, let me run down real quick for you what's still left in AA baseball. Elizabethton Gibbs, Pigeon Forge Greenville. Greenville goes to Pigeon Forge tonight. Signal Mountain against Grundy County. Smith County, Meigs County. Sycamore, Stewart County. Forest against Martin Luther King. Riverside against Haywood, and Covington against McNairy Central. That's the AA teams still going on. Hey, there's Hank Brown. Get him a little bit closer here. Look here, I have to do a little housekeeping. We'll get him on here in just a second. My man's in the house from We Run Events. AAA baseball again. Carn Science Hills, we told you, tomorrow 1 o'clock at TVA Credit Union Ballpark. Other teams still going. Farragut and Seymour, Bradley Central, Stewart's Creek, Siegel and Cookville, Wilson Central and Brentwood, Ravenwood and Rossview, Arlington and Houston, Collierville and Bartlett. These are the teams still playing in AAA baseball. And then in single A baseball, again, it's Greenback against Chattanooga School of Arts and Sciences, Lookout Valley and University High, South Pittsburgh and Eagleville, Franklin Grace and Gordonsville, Columbia Academy and Huntington, Loretto and East Robertson, Union City and M Middle College, and MAHS against Trinity Christian. That's the single A baseball teams still playing across the great state of Tennessee. So again, our concern tonight would be Elizabethton and Gibbs. 6:40 airtime, 7 o'clock first pitch right here on these airwaves, or on these internet waves and Facebook waves from Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State University. We'll go down to the girls softball. I'll see who's still playing across all 3 brackets about that here, and let you know about that as well coming up here in just a little while. Before we go to the break, Midnight Madness sale. Here we go. Some of the specials going on. If you like corn on the cob, in the husk, sweet corn today only, all Food Cities, $3 a dozen, 25 cents an ear. That's pretty strong there. Food Club novelties. That would be ice cream bars, fudge bars, you name it, they've got them. $1.99, limit 6. Pork, baby back ribs, $2.99 a pound. Also, you've got Oscar Mayer wieners, 2 packs for $3, limit 4. Also, the boneless chicken breast that flies out of here, $1.69 with your Food City value card. Then on this side, you have got the Michigan apples, the Gala apples, less than 60 cents a pound. Gala apples for a 5-pound bag for $2.99. Skippy peanut butter. You a creamy or crunchy guy? Creamy. I'm Skippy peanut butter, $1.49 a jar, limit 4. Also the hanging baskets, beautiful hanging baskets at all Food Cities for $8.99. All that going on starting today. Hello, Ricky Walters and Elizabethton watching the show. Thank you very much. All that going on today from noon till close at all Food Cities in 132 stores. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll get him in here ready to go. Or you can see him on the screen. Our buddy Hank Brown from We Run Events, WeRunEvents.com. But first, a little message about an event coming up, Father's Day weekend at Bristol Dragway.
This Father's Day weekend, man-made thunder rumbles into town as Bristol Dragway hosts the Fitzgerald USA NHRA Thunder Valley Nationals. Witness the raw power of the fastest sport in the world. Every ticket is a pit pass. Buy before June 1st and save, including free tickets for kids 12 and under on Sunday. Treat Dad to the heart-pounding power of 10,000 horses. This Father's Day weekend, visit ThunderValleyTix.com or call 423-BRISTOL.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, there you see on the screen our buddy Hank Brown, the We Run event. So it's going to be a sunny weekend. It's a sunny day. So here we go. If it's going to be any of these road races he's going to be talking about, you want to use that right there. Blue Lizard Australian sunscreen, SPF 30 plus, water resistant for 80 minutes. You see right there. Now the FDA, here's a quick story. Jeff Bedard says in research, it actually stays on for 240 minutes. But the FDA says just to keep everybody on a level playing field, you got to just say 80 minutes. But he said we can give you proof from Crown Laboratories in Johnson City where it stays on 240 minutes before you have to reapply. Zinc oxide formula, bottle turns blue in UV light. Dermatologist recommended. Blue Lizard Australian sunscreen. You got sport, you got for babies, put it right like this. Got it for babies. You've got it for face. And you also got it for sensitive. In fact, I gave away the sensitive the other day. Guy said, man, can I have that? So, yeah, you can have it. So I got to give me a new sensitive. But anyway, good stuff. Blue Lizard Australian sunscreen. Of course, Hank Brown, a cancer survivor. So you know the importance of wearing sunscreen, right?
Yep. Natalie is actually a melanoma cancer survivor. Really? So, yeah, we definitely put on the sunscreen.
Natalie will be his lovely bride. So we're joined by Hank Brown's We Run events. Mike Ezekiel joins us coming up here in a few minutes talking Buck baseball by phone. And so busy time for you. We Run events. What's going on?
We got a lot going on, Tom. We got a really cool weekend this weekend. You know, the Racks by the Tracks is going on in Kingsport. We're doing a race there tomorrow morning. We start off with a 10K run at 9 a.m. and then we follow that up with a 5K run at 10:30. So we'll be there in the morning. Some people do both. If you do both, they call it the Boss Hog Challenge, and you get a special T-shirt. So you have to really hustle to get through both of them, but it's a lot of fun. We'll probably get over 500 in this race tomorrow. They're really tracking, the numbers tracking really good. So that's a really neat event. We're looking forward to it. Tomorrow morning, the Racks by the Tracks in downtown Kingsport, and that is a flat course. Downtown Kingsport's flat.
Emphasize flat, right?
Yeah, you can't say that around Bristol for sure, or a lot of other places around the Tri-Cities. But downtown Kingsport's flat. This course is flat, so come on out and get you a record, personal record, and we'll see them in the morning. So.
Yep, have a good time. So the first race is at what time?
9 o'clock is a 10K, and then 10:30 is the 5K.
All right, 9 o'clock is the 10K, right?
Yes.
And at 10 o'clock is the 5K.
10:30 is the 5K.
10:30 is the 5K.
Yep.
That's tomorrow.
Yep.
In downtown Kingsport, tying in the Racks for the Tracks. They got Aaron Tippin coming. I'm kind of interested to see this group called Tuesday's Gone. They're a Leonard Skinner cover band or tribute band.
Yeah.
Of course, Skinner's still out there. They're on their last go-round, but I may check out Tuesday's Gone because I'm kind of a big fan of Skinner. I met him way back there a long time ago. I met him in person, the original Ronnie Van Zant and the boys. So
yeah, I'm an old Southern Rock fan.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff. So Aaron Tippin, he'll put on a great show.
Yeah.
He really works with the crowd tomorrow. So all that's part of Rack for the Tracks. And again, as we said, at 9 o'clock to 10K, at 10:30 to 5K tomorrow morning. Still not too late to get involved?
No, you can still register today downtown at Powell Valley National Bank. That's the sponsor. And then today, I think from 5 to 8, and then in the morning you can register there too.
Yep. Talking to Hank Brown, you see on the screen, We Run events. Appreciate him coming by. He's a busy man. So after these two tomorrow, what's next on the calendar?
Well, then we're back here in Bristol. One of our favorite races. This is the 10th year for the Bill Gatton Run for Phil 5K. This is actually where we got our start. Time in races was at this event, the Bill Gatton race. And Trace Bratton and their whole crew, they just do an impeccable job. It is like one of the perfect 5Ks around here. If you've never run it, you need to come over to Bristol. And it's actually a pretty good course. It's got a couple of hills in it, but for Bristol, it's a good course. So it's next Saturday, and it's all around the Memorial Day theme. And do a 21 gun salute before the race. And it's a good cause. It's for ALS and No Child Left Unfed. So they usually make a really nice donation for both of those organizations.
That's coming up
next Saturday, May 26th. Yep.
Yeah, we have to get you back on next week and promote that again. That's a That sounds like it is a great event. And
Yeah.
Trace and those guys do a great job. Trace Bratton's class act right there.
He is. He always is. And go buy a car from Trace. He'd appreciate it.
Yes, he would. We're talking to our buddy Hank Brown. We run events. We are live here at Food City on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. After that, what do you roll into in the month of June?
In June, we start out with the Blue Plum Festival. We've got a 5K there. This race has moved to Saturday morning. We've been doing it on Friday evening. We kind of bumped in with the festival vendors and all the stuff going on there, so it's a lot easier to run this thing in the morning. So we're going to go Saturday morning on June 2nd. Yeah.
June 2nd.
So it's the Blue Plum. We call it the Blue Plum Fast 5K. Plum Fast. You got it.
Fast.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
And it's a redesigned course this year, and it's actually a pretty good course for downtown Johnson City. We also do a Little Plum half-mile race for the kids. We're going to time that this year. So a lot of new things with that one, and that's going to be a good event. And then people stick around for the festival. Or come Friday night, go to the festival, and stick around afterwards for the Blue Plum. It's always a great festival.
We're talking to our buddy Hank Brown again. We Run Events. Of course, all this on the website, werunevents.com. And so then we kind of tease, because it's not that far away, your baby,
Yeah,
Fun Fest, Crazy Eight.
It
It's not
is.
that far away.
it's not. July 14th. We're already recruiting some of the elite athletes, working on that. We've got a few lined up already. I won't divulge any names yet, but we're wait till we get everything kind of signed, sealed, and delivered on those guys. But we're going to have some exciting names. Now, I'm going to tell you, a race in New York broke the record again, so it's been lowered from 22:02 to 21:45. I mean, that's going to be a tough one to break, but we're going to try. I think we got some guys that can give it a good go. So that's July 14th, Crazy Eights 8K, and of course the 3K run walk, the little eights, the kids runs, the special eights. It's just a fun event all day long. As you know, you'll be there.
Yes, love being there. Always circle the calendar. One of the coolest thing I do all year is get to hang out with this gentleman all evening, he and Natalie, and promote the Crazy Eights race there inside of J. Fred Johnson Stadium. 21:45.
Wow, I know it. That's moving.
Ooh, that's scorching it.
And that was at the 8K mark of a 10K run. So he kept going another mile.
He's kicked in another gear,
Yeah.
huh? Holy smokes.
Yeah. That was
incredible.
amazing. Yeah. So that's gonna be tough to beat, but we're gonna shoot for it. They just raised the bar for us.
Not a better place to break it than in
Yeah.
Kingsport, Tennessee.
Yeah,
Well,
might as
look
well.
at it.
If we're gonna do it, might as well do it
No,
right
do it
there.
in Kingsport. Do it here in the
People in
Tri-Cities.
Kingsport will love it, wouldn't they?
Oh,
They would
yeah.
go crazy.
They would go nuts.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. They would go nuts. We're talking to Hank Brown, werunevents.com. So we'll get you back on next week, talk more about these events, but the two tomorrow, and of course next week, the one here in Bristol. But for folks out there, we've talked about this before. If you want to start exercising, I've had this discussion. You just don't jump out there and take off and start running a 5K. You got to kind of work it up and, get a pair of shoes, walk around the track, or jog down the street and jog back. Is that kind of how you get started?
Yeah, that's it. And it's the beauty of running or walking is you don't need a lot of equipment. Like I said, just a pair of shoes and a pair of shorts and T-shirt, and just go out on the street and go, or go down to the local track. There's a lot of little running groups around the Tri-Cities in Bristol, Johnson City, Kingsport that help you get started. If you're a little intimidated going out on your own, there's a lot of groups out there that'll help, and we've got one here in Bristol that we run with, and a good group of people, and it's a lot of fun. And so it's of course, running itself is not easy, but it's not that hard to get started, and if you build yourself up, then it's a great activity. I've been doing it, I won't say how long.
Over 10 years, isn't it?
Yeah. Over 10 years.
Over
yeah.
10, there you go. 10 plus.
Yeah, 10 plus, and I plan on keep doing it until I can't do it anymore. So it's a great activity. I want to mention one thing. Natalie would kill me if I didn't. We got a new event coming up in August 2nd. It's a Thursday night over here at the Bristol Pirates. We're going to do the Dog Days of Summer 1 mile run. You bring your dog, and you run a 1 mile, or you can run without your dog. We got a 1 mile course laid out at the at the neighborhood around the stadium. We're actually going to finish inside the baseball park and at home plate. And the Bristol Pirates are going to let everyone that runs the race stay for the game that evening. So
that's neat.
It's going to be fun. August 2nd, Thursday at 6 o'clock.
It's all inside the stadium?
No, the route is outside the stadium, but you're going to finish
at
home plate. Yeah.
That is really
come run
neat.
around the outfield, the warning track on the outfield, and then you come in third base side. And
that is
you can
cool.
slide in if you want.
Head first.
Yeah.
That'd be neat.
Yeah, Pete Rose.
Like Pete Rose, exactly. Head first slide. That's neat. So that's been coming on August the 2nd.
August 2nd. It's on Thursday nights at 6 o'clock.
Get you back on next week somewhere. I'll just find out where you are, either by phone or in person.
Yep, that sounds good.
Oh, yeah. Love promoting this gentleman. WeRunEvents.com's website,
That's
right?
it, yep.
There you go. Good man.
All right.
Yes, sir. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're live here at Food City. We're going to go to Spartanburg, South Carolina, and talk to Mike Ezekiel. He was the Buccaneer baseball team. Big series this weekend down in Wofford and Spartanburg against the Terriers before the Southern Conference tournament. And he joins us, and we're going to find out what's all going on with him right after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. But first, our buddy Jeff Bingham from B&H Wealth Strategies. One of our great sponsors here in the Tom Taylor Sports Show is our good friend again, President Jeff Bingham of B&H Wealth Strategies, located on Center Street here in Kingsport, right across from Mayfair United Methodist Church. The website is BHRetire.com. The phone number 247-1152. And Commander Bingham, you have what you call the I'm not going to break out into Frankie Valley and the Four Seasons. Thank goodness, but you have what you call the Four Seasons experience. So tell us what that's all about with B&H Wealth Strategies.
First of all, I think you probably should break out into song, but I'm not sure we would finish the segment here this morning, so I guess not. With better,
just let
better
it go.
idea not
just
to.
let it go.
Okay. The Four Seasons experience it really is a take on, if anybody is familiar with or has ever stayed in a Four Seasons hotel anywhere in the world. And it is an experience like no other that you'll ever have. Like I said, from the moment that you walk, really, you pull into or near the hotel, from the time you go into the lobby till the time you check out and leave, you want for nothing. They anticipate your needs. They take care of you from start to finish. It is phenomenal what they're able to do. And I've always been very impressed. I've been fortunate enough over my lifetime, my business lifetime, to have stayed in them on several occasions, and like I said, I've kind of taken that with me. And I actually have read the book. They're renowned for this out there, and so there's a book that you can read by the founder of the Four Seasons called their business philosophy about it. And we really have tried to model our process around that. And like I said, I've talked to everybody about this, is that, at the end of the day, we manage money for our clients. That's how I get paid. And that's how we get paid, and that's certainly where our area of expertise is, and I think I am as good as anybody that's out there in doing that. And I don't mean to, I've just been doing it a long time. So I've kind of seen it all, and been there, done that, and got some scarring from doing that, but I've also learned a lot from doing that. So, but what is different about us is that the experience that we can create for our clients. And I think that's why we've had clients that have been with us for the 50 years or the 52 years that we've been here. We literally have clients that have been with us the whole time. And our clients tend to stick with us. And they do that because we take care of them and we try to anticipate their needs. And we have, from the fact that, as I said, we talk about their money, but we also talk about their lives. We talk about their health and what they can do to have a healthy, long lifestyle. We don't want to run out of money, but we also don't want to run out of our health during our lifetime and spend all of our money at the end of our lifetime on sick care. We really want to try to and focus on what we call health care, which is what our country does not do, what this society does not do at this point in time. And I think that will change over time. But we're trying to do that for our clients today. We're trying to be in front of that, and we have a partnership and an alliance with Performance Medicine, which is the only medical practice in this part of the world that does that type of thing. And we can talk more about that at some other point in time. But that's one of the things. I mean, we also provide names and lists should you need care, should you get sick and need care. We have relationships that we have developed with all the long-term care, assisted living, nursing homes around here. We have private caregiver lists that we provide for our clients. Again, we're trying to anticipate what their needs are going to be. Like I said, we've been doing this, and these are the things that happen in their lives, and people are scared and they don't have these resources, and we want to be that resource for people. And those are a couple of things right there we can kind of go through. We have relationships with accounting firms. We're not accountants, we're not attorneys, but we build relationships with those. We have a list of those. We try to put the right client with the right personality of CPA or attorney. Everybody's not going to be the same fit. So, our job is to know our clients, to love our clients. We call it hugging our customers, and we want to make sure that we understand them enough that we get them into the right places throughout their phases of life in doing that. From, like I said, from the moment that we meet them, from they walk in and have that first visit to the very last time they come in, to when their kids are coming in here and meeting with us and we're passing it to the next generation. We really want to have that. They all have that experience that is second to none out there. Because, like I said, most people think we're all the same. I think our Four Seasons experience changes that, and will show that we're not.
247-1152. Again, the website is BHretire.com. Again, they're located here on Center Street in Kingsport. Again, securities and registered investment advisory services offered through Silver Oak Securities Incorporated, member of FINRA and SIPC. B&H Wealth Strategies and Silver Oak Securities Incorporated are not affiliated. 247-1152. Call today. Talk to Jeff and the staff folks about the Four Seasons experience. B&H Wealth Strategies, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We appreciate our buddy again, Jeff Bingham. Hello, Betty Lacey. Thank you for being with us. And again, we're here live at Food City on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. Let's run down some of these specials again going on today. Black Forest ham, Dietz & Watson Black Forest ham, $5.99 a pound. Also, you have Keebler vanilla wafers, $1.99 a box. Pepperidge Farm cookies, $1.50 a bag, limit 6. Spam lunch meat, $1.99 per can, limit 6. Skippy peanut butter, $1.49 a jar, limit 4. King's Hawaiian rolls today at Food City Midnight Madness sale for 99 cents. Also the Hershey's candy, 2 bags for $5 today, and today only at all Food Cities. The hanging baskets, saving $2 a hanging basket, $8.99 for a 10-inch. Beautiful hanging baskets. Crest toothpaste, 6.4 ounce container, or tube I should say, for 99 cents. Let's see right here. How about these? How about these beautiful strawberries? These are the, look at that. Ooh, look right there. Them things are going to do good. Hello, Betty Lacey. Hello to Ricky Walters, Jason Ash. Here's your strawberries we've got today at all Food Cities on sale. Also, we have the Gwaltney sliced bacon for $1.99, limit 4. Gala apples from Michigan for $2.99 for a 5-pound bag. That's on the front page. You can see right here, there's all kinds of specials. Here is a dozen corn. Look at that right there, a dozen corn. $3 a dozen, 25 cents an ear. Also today, the pork baby back ribs, $2.99 a pound. Also, Food Club novelties, $1.99, limit 6 per person. Boneless chicken breast, $1.69 a pound, saving roughly $1.30 a pound. Pringles Super Stacks for 99 cents. Again, Oscar Mayer meat wieners, 16-ounce package, 2 for $3. Those are some of the specials. Limit 4 on the hot dogs. So, man, you can cook out this weekend. Get you some pork baby back ribs or some boneless chicken breast and grill it out. And certainly the hot dogs, Oscar Mayer meat wieners, hamburger hot dog bun, Ballpark hamburger hot dog buns, 12 to a package, $1.99 a piece. Got some great specials going on today at all Food Cities across the 130 store plus chain. Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're live at Food City in Bristol, show number 750. On our way to 1,000, and so we're very excited about that. Got about 250 shows, roughly 5 shows a week. So you're talking, we'll take some time off later on in the summer. So you're talking 50 weeks. So sometime around next year, we'll hit 1,000. Keep on trucking. We'll be getting close to 1,000 about a year from now, I think, or thereabouts. Somewhere it's going to land between late April, early May, I think, about a year from now. Anyway, we keep telling you about this ruling by the United States Supreme Court, rather. Well, it is. I'm telling you, this is not going to be good. It's already not good. So it is not going to be a good thing. The United States Supreme Court ruled to strike down the Professional and Amateur Sports Protection Act of 1992 earlier this month, allowing states to decide on their own if they want to legalize sports betting. States like New Jersey, Mississippi, and others prepared for this within casinos that already exist. The NCAA needed to move fast on this issue, and they have. Very disappointing, I think. NCAA announcing yesterday it will support a federal model on legalized sports gambling, but warned of some concerns it has related to the impact of the new law on the student athletes. So the NCAA says it'll support a federal model on legalized sports gambling. In addition to the support of the federal model, the NCAA announcing it has temporarily suspended its own policy that prevented NCAA championship events from being hosted in states that offer legalized sports betting. That's off the table now. So look out, Las Vegas. There are going to be a lot of events going into Las Vegas, which means college basketball heading to Las Vegas for March Madness is now an increased possibility. Folks, this isn't good, I'm telling you. The approval opens the door for the NCAA holding championship events in states where betting on sports is legal. In time, it's expected that this temporary suspension of NCAA policy will become full-time, given that legal sports betting is set to become commonplace in states across the country. Now, the NCAA, after approving this and endorsing it and saying, okay, we're even going to take the ruling off that you can't have athletic events with the NCAA in states that have legalized sports betting, that's now off the table. So here's what they've come back with, which is pretty wimpy, I think. While the policy on hosting championship events has been suspended for the time being, the NCAA still prohibits gambling sponsorships and advertising in FBS bowl games and championship events. So they're going to let you bet on it, but you just can't advertise the fact that you're there doing it. What a bunch of wimps. It also prohibits student athletes, athletic department employees, and coaches from wagering on sports, even in states that offer legalized sports wagering. We don't even talk about this. We talk about players doing it. What about folks in the athletic department? What about, I don't know, somebody, XYZ employee in XYZ athletic department comes to XYZ football player and says, look, you drop that pass, or if you fumble the ball, or you miss that shot, or you do whatever, the game's close, and the point spread is, and you make sure that point spread stays as is, and you cover the spread, oh, by the way, we're going to make a little money. You say it won't happen. Of course it's going to happen. It's human nature. Really, really sad. So we got a NCAA announcing it has temporarily suspended its own policy preventing NCAA championship events from being hosted in states that offer legalized sports betting. So they're all for this. It's very obvious. And so as a result, it's going to get real dicey real quick, and I don't know how you regulate it. I've said it for 3 days since this come out. There's no way the NCAA can regulate sports betting on a college level. There is absolutely no way. Case in point, just pick any school. Pick somebody. Pick off the top of my head, Kentucky. All right. Kentucky football players gone for the summer, most of them. They go to the spread all over the country, go back home for a couple of weeks. If this is in place, they can sit down with their buddies and say, we're going to start gambling and wagering on these games. And so the athletic department of Kentucky or any other, I just picked them out of the hat, any other college in the country, there's no way they can keep tabs on what everybody's doing. They can't even keep tabs on what's going on with the employees in their athletic department. What about some of the professors across campus and the academic side of the arena? I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And now the NCAA has said they will support a federal model on legalized sports gambling. There you go. That's all I need to read. The NCAA announcing it will support a federal model on legalized sports gambling, so just get ready. It's going to get crazy. and it's going to get ugly. I don't care what anybody says. In fact, here's the story. To follow up, then we're going to give Mike Hedrick a call, talk a little NASCAR. Meta World Peace, better known as Ron Artest, telling Yahoo Sports that on multiple occasions he was approached, as far back as the late 1990s, he was approached to fix games when he played at St. John's. 18-year NBA veteran specifically noted he was once offered $35,000 to throw a St. John's game, and he was approached in his neighborhood. He did not specify who attempted to bribe him. This is Meta World Peace or Ron Artest. So he says they come to him in his neighborhood and said, we need you to, I got $35,000 for you. What do I need to do to get it? He said, and these particular people said, you need to throw a game. Crossed my mind, $35,000 throw a game, not bad, but you know, as I said yesterday, here we go. When you don't have any money coming out of the a tough economic situation, they find these kids that don't have money and they attack them. And they go after them and they lure that money in front of them, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So I've been watching some of the national sports shows. They think it's a great idea. I'm telling you, it's a train wreck waiting to happen. College basketball has suffered from point shaving scandals in the past. City College of New York, which won the 1950 NCAA tournament and the 1950 NIT championship, was found to have been the primary school involved in a 7-team scandal of point shaving. Boston College in '79, Tulane in '85, Arizona State in 1994, Northwestern in 1995, Toledo in 2008, and San Diego in 2010 have also been popped for game-fixing scandals over the years. So anyway, that's what's going on, folks, and it's not going away. And one more time, let me read this sentence before we go into a little college football news. The NCAA announcing yesterday they will support a federal model on legalized sports gambling. So there you go. So one would have to ask, when's it going to come down to, when will it roll down into the high school level? Goodness gracious, I hope not. So to follow right back up on that, the 6th annual CBS Sports Classic in 2019 featuring Kentucky, North Carolina, Ohio State, and UCLA, and a basketball doubleheader taking place where now? In Las Vegas. It was announced yesterday. The event will be staged on Saturday, December the 21st of next year. North Carolina facing UCLA, Kentucky taking on Ohio State in the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. They played in Chicago, they played in Brooklyn, they played in New Orleans, and now they're playing at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Rolling right along with the NCAA's ruling that says, A, we're going to announce we'll support a federal model on legalized sports gambling, and also they have temporarily suspended its own policy that prevents NCAA championship events from being hosted in states that offer legalized sports betting. Then CBS comes out and says we're going to play this CBS Sports Classic in Las Vegas between Ohio State, Kentucky, UCLA, Kentucky, North Carolina, Ohio State, and UCLA. There you go. And that's what's going on with that in college sports, and it is not a good thing. College football, Alabama and Texas agreeing to a home and away series in football. Texas announcing they will play 2-game series with the Crimson Tide in 2022 and 2023. Longhorns will host the first game and then travel to Tuscaloosa for the following game. Texas and Ohio State are pushing back their non-conference games, originally scheduled for those years, to 2025 and 2026. Although the notion that Texas would play the Crimson Tide and the Buckeyes in back-to-back weeks is certainly entertaining, and is also very, very unrealistic. Besides, here's what the Longhorns have come up. They don't want to do that. They want to stay where they're doing, what they're doing, so they're not going to agree to that. But Texas and Alabama have agreed to play home and away starting in 2022 in college football. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live again at Food City on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. Again on show number 750. Elizabethton Cyclone baseball tonight. 6:40 airtime. 7 o'clock first pitch from Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State University. It'll be the Cyclones against the Gibbs Eagles. The winners move on to the state tournament next week. Losers season is over. We'll go on at 6:40 with the pregame and 7 o'clock first pitch tonight from Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State University in Johnson City. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll go to Northern Virginia, talk a little NASCAR with my man Mike Hedrick He joins us coming up next as we're live here at Food City on Euclid Avenue in Bristol on show number 750 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE Master Technicians here. With the ratio, it goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop, so it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitat, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
This Father's Day weekend, man-made thunder rumbles into town as Bristol Dragway hosts the Fitzgerald USA NHRA Thunder Valley Nationals. Witness the raw power of the fastest sport in the world. Every ticket is a pit pass. Buy before June 1st and save, including free tickets for kids 12 and under on Sunday. Treat Dad to the heart-pounding power of 10,000 horses. This Father's Day weekend, visit ThunderValleyTix.com or call 423-BRISTOL.
Let's go to the phone. We're back live with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's go to the phone. He's here, my buddy Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR fans reporter. 2 years ago we started this voyage, and congratulations, man. It's awesome. You do a phenomenal job. And good morning. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, well, now you started the journey long before I did. I'm just glad you left me. I'm like Gilligan on your ship. So I'm just glad you haven't thrown me overboard in the last 2 years. I've had a great fun, and I sure do. I'm sure having a blast, man. And plus, hey, when you're talking about NASCAR is a lot of fun, and that's really good to be excited about.
Absolutely, and so we appreciate you very much. And so we've clicked off number 750. Hope you're still with me in another 250 shows. We can have a really big blowout for the 1,000th show. Not many can say that. Gosh, not many can say they got 750, I don't guess. So Mike Hedrick with us, NASCAR fans reporter 2 years ago today. We, thanks to Drew Bedard, he put us together, and the rest, they say, is history. So let's jump in here and go. The All-Star race, again, cranking it up in Charlotte. What do we need to know about the All-Star race this weekend?
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. The cars are actually kind of out there on the track right now. The trucks got ran this morning a little bit, but the open cars were on the track. A little bit of rain coming through, but the All-Star race is a lot of fun. This year, they've kind of simplified things. There's not like a mandatory pit strategy. It's just the segments are 30, 20, 20, and a 10-lap shootout. The guys that are in there are people that you expect to be in. They're race winners. They're All-Star winners. They're Jamie McMurray and Brad Keselowski, Austin Dillon, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Clint Boyer, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Newman, Kurt Busch, Kyle Larson, Jimmy Johnson, Truex, and Casey Kane. Now, we all know that Kyle Busch won this thing last year, but Jimmy Johnson, he is the king of this thing. He's won it 4 times. That's in the all-time leader list. Dale Sr., he had 3. Jeff Gordon had 3. A handful of people had 2. And a handful of people got 1. But it's going to be a great race. Usually you'll see that the Hendricks usually tend to be strong in here. They've got 8 wins. And the Chevys are usually strong in this. So I'm looking for a great race. They've actually changed the cars up. There's a little bit of a different aero package on there. If you look at the car, you're not going to see that there's a restrictor plate on there, but you're going to see a big tail fin that's on the thing. They're supposed to hopefully make these cars race each other a little harder and make for some great racing at the All-Star race for $1 million, Tom.
$1 million. Kyle Busch, the defending champ of the race. So let's run down who is definitely in. Right, and this is alphabetically: Ryan Blaney, Clint Boyer, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Austin Dillon, Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, Casey Kane, Matt Kenseth, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Jamie McMurray, Ryan Newman, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Martin Truex Jr. You ask how Matt Kenseth can be in, just coming back. He won back in Phoenix last year, 2017, so that puts him into the running. Now, here's who the guys. There's the first race at 6 o'clock tomorrow night called the Open, the Monster Energy Open. And so there's 3 stages in that event, and all 3 stage winners get to go move into the big race, which follows. So the guys racing tomorrow: Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, William Byron, Eric Almirola, Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones, and Darrell Bubba Wallace among those expected to compete. So any of those 3 guys that win one of those stages puts them into the big race. As you said, it'll be a $1 million run. That'll be at 8 o'clock on Saturday night. So the first one's at 6, 3 stages. Then they'll clear the deck, add the 3 winners into the big race, and away we go. So first time ever, NASCAR's Mike said going to try out 4 stages instead of 3 for this race. First will be 30 laps, followed by 2 20s, and the final 10-lap shootout. Cars will carry a restrictor plate, much like what's been used at Daytona and Talladega. And so there also, as Mike said, he's right on top of it, a 6-inch spoiler, as well as a 2014 style front splitter and aero ducts. NASCAR says this is to increase passing opportunities. Has been tested in the Xfinity Series. So Mike, under a regular race, stages can only end under green flag laps, with yellow flag laps not counting in the 4th and final stage. So a little confusing. Bottom line is there's some beating and banging that will slow the cars down, have more side-by-side racing. Should be more entertaining for the fans, and you feel like I do, it's going to be a great racing night tomorrow night in Charlotte. Would you agree?
And I agree. And let's not count out that open race. That open race is a great shot. It used to be that only one person from that open race would have a chance to run in that All-Star, and now we're going to get 3. So that's going to be a good opportunity for somebody that doesn't have a win. The last few people that won that Open, last year Daniel Suarez won that race and got himself into the big race. In 2016, it was Kyle Larson. Don't count out Clint Boyer. He won it 2 times in a row, 2015 and 2014. And Jamie McMurray, he's already in the All-Star race. He won it back in 13. So we're going to be looking for a great race night of racing, not just the Open, but the All-Star race. And, the All-Star race is fun. When you're watching it as a fan, we're used to the driver intros, and the driver normally comes out by himself. And in this race here, they bring out their full pit crew and all those guys in the garage. And, it's just, if you're in Charlotte, it's going to be a great, whole week, a couple of actually 2 weeks of actually going on. So, going to be some great racing. The truck race is going to be a lot of fun. They were on the track earlier this morning practicing up. They're going to be doing the Education Lottery 200 later on tonight. There's only one Cup driver in that race, Kyle Busch. We're going to find out whether Noah Gragson can beat his boss 2 times in a row. But, yeah, some good racing. In the final practice just a bit ago, Dalton Sargent was fastest with Ben Rhodes, Harvey, and then Noah Gragson in 4th, and Snyder. Kyle Busch was in about fastest right there. So good truck racing tonight, and going to be some great races all tomorrow night.
Kyle Busch, 187 victories in NASCAR's 3 National Series. He scored his only NASCAR All-Star race win just last year. Again, scoring 3 wins through the first 12 races on the races that count. So history does not look favorably upon repeats in the All-Star race. In fact, the only driver that's done that, Jimmy Johnson, scoring multiple victories in the event. As you said, all-time best with 4 wins, and despite a field full of past champions and weekly contenders. This event has hosted a wide range of drivers, one time each. Ryan Newman, 2002. Matt Kenseth won in 2004. Harvick in 2007. Casey Kane in 2008. Kurt Busch in 2010. Jamie McMurray, 2014. Denny Hamlin, 2015. Joey Logano, 2016. All have won $1 million in the All-Star Trophy. Mike, it's interesting. Keselowski 0 for 9 in this event. Clint Bowyer 0 for 8. Martin Truex Jr. 0 for 6. And so also Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson are both winless in the 2 All-Star race appearances they've been in. And so, of course, as we said, Kyle Busch just has 1. So if you look at all these different guys, Newman, Kenseth, Harvick, Kane, Busch, Kurt, McMurray, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, all these guys won once, plus Jimmy Johnson's 4. That really shows me a lot of parity in this race, and it's truly anybody's race coming up tomorrow night.
Well, and it is, and the main reason is because it's the $1 million. I mean, I'm not much of a NASCAR driver, Tom, but if they put me and you in that race for $1 million, I'm running you off the wall into the track. I'm going to try to run. Tom, it's $1 million they're racing for. Maybe the guys that haven't won it, maybe they're comfortable in their life. Me, I'd be racing like a jackrabbit for that thing. That's $1 million.
You got it. And so you're telling me, and I appreciate you being honest with me, so if we're out there racing for $1 million, I'm in your way, I'm going to be out of your way pretty quickly. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, you know what, Tom? We've been good friends here for the last 2 years, but we only go back that far. Me and my love of, I guess my love of money is going back a little bit farther than that, Tom. Now, I'd be gentle with you, but I'd have to get you out the way there, Tom. It's $1 million there,
yeah.
And I'm a poor guy.
You got it. You'd be gentle, but you would tap me out of the way, and I got to tell you, I do the same thing. I may give you, if I tapped you and you were the reason between me and $1 million, I'd come up and hug you afterwards, and I'd write you a small check, but I'd write you a check. I'd give you a little bit of the earnings, but yep, and that's what's going to happen tomorrow night. $1 million is $1 million, and that's a chunk of change. So again, the format for tomorrow night, 6 o'clock is the Open, and you got to win those 3 stages of the Open to get into the big race, 20 lap, and 10 lap. That's the Open format. Then the All-Star field, as Mike said, for $1 million, you have stage 1, 30 laps, stage 2, 20 laps, stage 3, 20 laps, stage 4, 10 laps. They've added that 4th set of laps. Do you like that or not like that tomorrow night?
I like it. Every year they change it up a little bit, and it confuses the average fan. I just say go with it. Whatever the rules are, it's an equal playing field. I mean, they could make it a 50 and 20 and a 10. And I mean, they could change those numbers all around what they want. It really comes down to that last 10 laps. You've got to set yourself up in position. You've got to just have the right amount of fresh tires on there. You've got to be right on the right amount of the pit strategy. And this race here, there's no mandatory pit strategy, whereas before they said, yes, you have to pit at this one, or you have to. Right now, this is going to be a crew chief's dream. I mean, there's more in his hands. They had that softer tire option that was an option last year. You could put it on or not put it on. Now it's on the right side. So these cars are going to have a lot of grip. It's going to be a lot in the driver's hands as well. These cars are going to be able to pass each other. So it's going to be a great race. I think it's going to be great for the fans, not just for the crew and the drivers, but the fans. We're going to see that kind of racing that all of us fans really like, and that's a lot of lead changes and a lot of passing and a lot of aggression.
We're talking to our buddy Mike Hendrick. He's live in Northern Virginia here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 750. We're live at Food City on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. The Midnight Madness sale is very much up and running. We got 8 out of the 9. We got all 9 registers open now. They're flat moving the product here. Midnight Madness sale till store closing tonight. Johnny Sauter, Noah Gregson, Grant Enfinger, Brett Moffitt, and Ben Rhodes are your top 5 for the truck race. Points going into the racing tonight. Again, it'll be as we said, the North Carolina Education Lottery 200 tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And so again, 36 trucks are involved as far as qualifying, and Johnny Sauter's your points leader. heading into that event tonight. Then we got some rules changes. You know, Mike, and here's the thing I keep hearing from people. I hear this all the time that listen to the show, just out and about. They know I work with the Speedway. They said, man, NASCAR changes stuff all the time. Now, this week they changed the aerodynamic package on the restrictor plates of the race, and now they've changed the rules on the tires. What's going on with that now?
Well, and you know, NASCAR does have a bad reputation with the fans of changing rules and switching things around. But NASCAR actually, in my opinion, has a good reputation of when they make a rule that doesn't work out, they change it back. They know when they've made a mistake or when they stepped on the dick trickle or whatever, and they know when they've changed something back. And they changed it, made it so that the people, the drivers before, had to actually qualify and race on the same set of tires. Now the teams, they don't have to start on the same ones that they race on that they qualified. Now, what was happening was teams, if they weren't qualifying well, if they didn't look like that they were going to make it in that top 12 or that top 24, they wouldn't even go out for the final session to save their tires so that they would have fresher tires at the beginning of the race that they had to start on. Some of the teams that didn't even make it through inspections to even go qualify, they had perfectly fresh tires. So there was an advantage of teams that didn't qualify as long still had fresher tires. So I think this just goes back to the way it was before. Hey, everybody starts with an even playing field, an even black chalkboard, and even fresh tires. So I think that's a good rule. I'm glad they went back to the way it was before.
Before I let you go, the Truex chop saw has been eliminated. What's this all about?
Yeah, if you were watching a couple of weeks ago, everybody's watching on pit road, and we're used to the pit guns and all that kind of stuff, or maybe hammers and stuff coming across in a crash. And a couple of weeks ago, we saw the Martin Truex team, the guys over there, Furniture Road. They pulled across. It looked like a big steel circular chop saw that you might cut concrete with. It had a big metal on the blade, and they were able to just take this gas-powered thing and just tear off the front of the car and get going on. Well, NASCAR made a new rule here just for that. I guess it's the Martin Truex rule, but the big circular chop saw is not going to be able to be used. Teams now have to get approval from the series director if they want to use some kind of a tool that's outside of the air hammers and all that kind of thing. But so you might not be seeing. Tom, it looked like if they were getting ready to cut a big slab of concrete, or they would cut the whole car in half. It was a big gas-powered thing. When I first saw it, I thought, well, how did they even get that on pit road? But they're not going to be able to sneak that in before NASCAR put the K-bash on the big choppers there.
That's an interesting story. It's a funny story, too. It kind of scared Mike, it sounds like. Now, in closing here, you win the All-Star race tomorrow night. How big is this race tomorrow night to transition back to the points race on the biggest and longest race of the year, the Coca-Cola 600 coming up a week from this weekend at Charlotte? How big is this race tomorrow night as a springboard, both literally and psychologically, to get into the Coca-Cola 600?
I think if you win the thing, you're going to get two big motivations. One, you're going to want that big amount of money, and you're going to be happy. Your team's going to be happy. Two, you're going to feel like that you're good, or you have an advantage at Charlotte. The problem is the aero package is going to go back to the regular aero package that they normally race with in the rest of the part of the year. So anything that you might have learned or advantage that you might have learned, getting to the front over in this all-star race probably is not going to translate in your car, in your crew chief notes as much as it will over to the Coca-Cola 600. But, anytime that you get a win, that's always momentum. I think there's always a lot to be said about that. Your confidence builds up. You're happier. You got a little bit more of a chip in your step when you're going down pit road. There's more attention coming your way. I think there's all those things can lead to a little bit of momentum. But I don't think that the cars will give you an advantage. But I think always a win. And $1 million, though, put a little chip in your step as well there, Tom.
Yep, and I know the folks that travel on the circuit every week, they love being in there for 2 weeks at Charlotte. I know the crews love it, get to be around their families, see their kids, because these guys, they're gone a lot during the course of the season. They don't see their families much. They miss a lot of ball games and school plays and things with their kids, these crew members. So they get a chance to be in and around Charlotte for 2 weeks. So mama's happy, all the kids are happy, everybody's happy, even though they're still working at the shop. At least you get to see them at night. So that's kind of a blessing for the drivers and the teams as well, to be home for 2 weeks in the middle of a very rigorous NASCAR schedule each and every week. So folks like that too. And then psychologically, as you said, just the fact that you can walk around with a little extra springer step saying, hey, I won $1 million, that's a big deal. So it's all good. Are you doing your chore? Do you have a chore list today for Mama?
Yeah, it's rainy here just a little bit, but I'm still getting my chores done right now. I've kind of been listening to, I don't know whether you heard that controversy between the Yanny or the Laurel audio thing, and whether some people were hearing Laurel and some people were hearing Yanny.
Yeah.
I'm going to go along with Cole Custer. Cole Custer tweeted yesterday that in that whole thing, he hears Bristol. I hear that same thing. And, hey, here in Bristol, they got that Rusty Wallace Automotive Group Short Track Nationals this weekend. If I was in town, that's where I would be, Tom. I would be right down there checking that out. But if you're not, check it out on speed51.com. Our buddy right there, Bob Dillner, will get that going. So a lot going on, whether you're in Charlotte, if you're in Bristol, it's great racing right there as well.
Yeah, practice already started for the the Short Track U.S. Nationals, brought to you by the Rusty Wallace Automotive Group. Qualifying starts at 5 tonight, and racing starts at 7. They'll be up there all weekend long, over 300 cars involved, and they got them coming in from all over the place. It's going to be a great weekend right down the road from where we are here at Bristol Motor Speedway, the world's last great Coliseum. Mike Hedrick, great job, my friend. We'll check in with you on Monday and get a recap of the racing for the Truck Series tonight, and, of course, the All-Star race. Who's going to be $1 million richer come Sunday morning at Charlotte Motor Speedway? We'll find out who it is. Mike will tell us all about it on Monday. Mike, have a great weekend. Congratulations on our 2-year anniversary. Thought it seemed like it just started yesterday, and so glad to have you on the show. Thank you, and I'll see you by phone on Monday, all right?
All right, Screen Taters, congratulations on 750, and God bless everybody real good.
There you go. I love when he does that. Woo-hoo, my man. Mike Hedrick, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it very much being with us here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Don't forget baseball tonight. We've got it for you. Elizabethton and the Gibbs Eagles, 6:40 airtime, 7 o'clock first pitch. Cyclones win. We're off to Murfreesboro next week in the state tournament. You lose tonight, your season is over, so we'll bring that to you again coming up tonight. Again, airtime at 6:40 from Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State. And first pitch will be ready to go, again, right around 7 o'clock tonight. Again, we do have rain in the forecast, so we'll be there ready to go unless we get rained out before. And if we do, I'm sure we're going to be playing tomorrow. I know softball's playing tomorrow involving the Elizabethton Lady Cyclones are playing tomorrow. And also the Unicoi County Lady Blue Devils are playing tomorrow as well for their particular sectional games. And so good luck to those ladies and gents, and we'll run down the whole thing coming up here in just a second. Dobbins Minute sophomore goalkeeper Jacob Park in soccer, stopping just about everything Bearden sent his way last night, making numerous diving and spectacular saves. Dobbins Minute beat the Bearden Bulldogs 3-1 for the Region 1 AAA championship game. DB now will play host to Maryville in the Saturday sectional game tomorrow with a berth in the state tournament at stake. Bearden fell to 16-5. They will play at Farragut and the sectionals. The Bulldogs have advanced to the TSSAA state semifinals 11 times since 2000. So for Dobbins Minute to beat them, quite an accomplishment. Congratulations to Blake Rutherford, the Dobbins Minute soccer coach, and all the DB soccer players. Big win as they again defeat a very good Bearden team 3-1 last night in the Region 1 AAA championship. Again, they played that in Knoxville on their home field, and the Indians went down and beat Bearden on their home field, which is even tougher to do, even more impressive, and very tough to do. So congratulations there. It's the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. We thank you for being with us here on this Friday on the road at Food City and Euclid Avenue in Bristol. Again, we'll run down for you, as we told you, the sectional pairings tonight. In baseball, Seymour at Farragut. Tomorrow, Cards at Science Hill, 1 o'clock, TVA Credit Union Ballpark. In AA, tonight, Gibbs 28-12, Elizabethton 25-8 at Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State. 7 o'clock first pitch, airtime at 6:40 right here. We'll bring it to you. Can't wait. Greenville 22-11 goes to Pigeon Forge tonight, who is 24-9. They'll play that one at 6 o'clock at Pigeon Forge. Also, you have tonight University High at Lookout Valley. University High at 22-11, Lookout Valley at 26-8. They'll play that one at 6 o'clock tonight at Lookout Valley. Then in softball, the AAA softball. Let's see here. AAA softball, where are you? Yep. Knox Powell at Jeff County, 6 o'clock tonight. Knox Powell at 37-7. Jeff County at 24-8. Also, Moorestown East, the Lady Hurricanes will be at William Blunt. East at 31-6. William Blunt at 32-6. They'll play that one, those two tonight. Tomorrow, you have tonight, Elizabethton plays at Gibbs at 6 o'clock. I was mistaken. They do play tonight at 6. 25-14. Lady Cyclones Gibbs at 30-7. They'll play that one at 6. And then also tomorrow, Unicoi County's Lady Blue Devils at 1 o'clock at 38-9, hosting Kingston at 24-6. That's happening tomorrow. The single A, they've still not played the Unaka North Green game. They're going to try and play that one tonight, actually today at 2 o'clock. North Green at Unaka. North Green at 11-14, Unaka 26-10. Going to try and play that one at 2 before the rains come, but it's overcast outside right now. It's not raining, but it's overcast, and it's got rain all over the radar. So they're going to try and play that one at 2 o'clock today and then turn around and play the sectional tomorrow. The other two teams involved are Sail Creek and Tellico Plains, so still trying to get the North Green Unaka game in at 2 o'clock today at Unaka. Again, the Lady Rangers at 26-10, a state tournament appearance a year ago. Their opponent, North Green, at 11-14, still trying to get that one in. And so there you go. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to be talking at the bottom of the hour to our buddy Dave Martin from the WLW Radio. We'll go to Cincinnati and join him coming up here in just a few minutes. Story coming up next is, and I don't know how you regulate this either. You've got a girlfriend that said this happened. Now she's come back and saying it didn't happen because she was mad at him. But it's pretty much ruined this guy's career, this NFL football player. So, crazy story. We'll tell you all about it coming up next. But first, how about a big thank you to one of our great sponsors. And again, that would be my buddy Phil's Dream Pit, as we'll probably be out there more than likely getting a little meal tonight before the game. We love eating at Phil's. And so, how about a chance to hear from our buddy Phil Pipkin at Phil's Dream Pit here on show number 750 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back with my buddy Phil's Dream Pit again, the quest for perfect barbecue. And tell us about, big guy, tell us about the dream packs at Phil's Dream Pit.
So we offer these dream packs that we offer them in equal numbers. So like 4, 8, 12, 20, 24. I mean, we can do them as much as 100 people or more. We've had them go out for 300 people. But the dream packs are, it comes with the pork, the sauce, the buns, and 3 sides. So you could do like beans, potato salad, and coleslaw. The price ends up costing you a little under $7 a person, which is an unbelievable value around here.
Well, obviously spring's right around the corner. You're looking at people on the move, going to ball games and Little League games and just being on the move. So this is a great way to come in and get a dream pack. And or if you got an event in the backyard, a cookout, or whatever you got going on, this is a great way to feed the gang, right?
It is. And another benefit of it is sometimes people are having rehearsal dinners and they'll have volunteers from their church that will serve. So this is a very inexpensive way to hold your costs down for your rehearsal dinner or your wedding. We do offer full service catering. The price goes up a little bit to have our whole crew out there, but you could do the value packs too and have folks from church serve it and cost you under $7 a person.
Let's squeeze in too before I let him go. Meat by the pound. So again, another event coming up that you just want to come out here and buy this great meat by the pound. You do that as well.
I do. We offer the pulled chicken. We offer brisket by the pound, pork by the pound, chicken salad by the pound. The chicken salad, kind of give us a heads up if you're going to want 4 or 5 pounds of that, because we try not to make that much of it at once.
And all this on the website.
And philsdreampit.com.
Yep.
It has our catering menu. It also has our in-house menu and the value packs, and just an awesome deal.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, they're physically located right off Interstate 26, the Eastern Star exit. So Phil's Dream Pit, philsdreampit.com. The quest for perfect barbecue, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look right here. Enter to win 2 tickets to Dollywood. TomTaylorSports.com/contest. It's just that easy. We got 5 states represented already. North Carolina, West Virginia, Kentucky, of course, Tennessee, and Virginia. All you got to do is first name, last name, your email address, and the town you're from is all we need. We'll give it away, 2 weeks from Monday? Is that right? Or a week from Monday? A week from Monday? No, 2 weeks from Monday. Let me double check here. Go on the internet and, go to TomTaylorSports.com and just put your name on there. Yep, win 2 tickets to Dollywood. Young man wanting to know about that. It'll be, 2 weeks from Monday. So you still have a chance to get qualified and get your name in the bucket. And so we would encourage you to do that. Again, TomTaylorSports.com/contest. Again, we'll give away 2 tickets to be used at Dollywood anytime between now and the end of the calendar year. All right, here's some specials going on today at all Food Cities. Man, there's some great deals, too. In fact, this umbrella's been flying out of here. The Market Umbrella, 9-foot aluminum umbrellas for $30. There's a limit of 4 per person, but there's a guy came out here with 3 a while ago, so he didn't hit the max, but he got 3, limit 4 per person. Sweet corn, $3 a dozen, 25 cents an ear today. Pork baby back ribs, ooh, yeah, $2.99 with your Food City value card. Boneless chicken breast, $1.69 a pound with your Food City value card. Also Pringles Super Stack for 99 cents today. Also Pepsi products, 6-pack, and I'm watching, there's Dr. Pepper hanging off the edge and Pepsi and Diet Doom, and they're racking up on this Pepsi deal, which is 6-pack of 16-ounce bottles for $1.78. That is an incredible, incredible deal. Pringles Super Stacks, 99 cents a canister. Food Club Novelties, ice cream bars and fudge bars and so on and so forth, $1.99, limit 6. Kellogg's Pop-Tarts, 3 boxes for $5, limit 3 per person. Oscar Mayer hot dog wieners. Oscar Mayer hot dog wieners, 16-ounce package, 2 for $3, limit 4. Hamburger hot dog buns. Ballpark hamburger hot dog buns, $1.99, limit 2. Food Club string cheese, $3.99, limit 2. K's ice cream, the 5-quart big old tub with a handle, $4.99, limit 2 for the K's ice cream. And one other special, we'll flip over on the back side and tell you that Tyson boneless chicken, $4.99 with Food City value card. And Pepperidge Farm cookies, $1.50 a bag, limit 6. And also you have Charking Instant Light Charcoal, limit 2, 10-pound bag, or actually a 12-pound bag for $2.99 with your Food City value card. And there you go. There's some of the specials. And also the hanging baskets, saving $2 off a hanging basket, $8.99 a basket. Again, at your local Food City, again, till midnight tonight. All right, here's the story. I don't know how you fix this one either. The former girlfriend of Reuben Foster testified at a preliminary hearing yesterday that she lied to police when she said the San Francisco 49ers linebacker attacked her. Allegations led to a domestic violence case against him. Alyssa Enos testified she lied because she wanted retribution after Foster tried to end the relationship. Basically, she wanted to get back at him, saying she was angry and I wanted to end him. When asked by prosecutor Kevin Smith if Foster ever hit her, she replied, "No, sir, not one time." Now, Foster was arrested after Enos told police he dragged her by her hair, physically threw her out of the house, punched her in the head 8 to 10 times in February. He has been charged with domestic violence with an allegation that he inflicted great bodily injury, forcibly attempting to prevent a victim from reporting a crime, and possession of an assault weapon. Foster pleaded not guilty last week. She issues a statement through her attorney saying her injuries, including a ruptured eardrum, were the result of a fight with another woman. So now this woman has, I don't know if she's ruined his career, but certainly has damaged Reuben Foster's career. Like he was in the courtroom yesterday when all this was coming down, she got up on the witness stand and testified she lied about the whole thing. So this guy has a domestic violence case against him, arrested, domestic violence, has been, in trouble with the 49ers because of what's happened. And now she comes out and says everything was all wrong. He never hit me, never touched me. And the ruptured eardrum that she said he gave her when he hit her says it's a result of a fight with another woman. So either she's lying through her teeth and he's gotten to her and told her to make it up and tell her that she was lying. I guess, I don't know, I'm not sure, but the whole thing just doesn't make any sense at all. So anyway, it's a crazy story. How do you regulate that? The NFL's got to regulate that. I don't know how you do that because the whole situation is very, very sad. But this lady got mad at him because he broke up with her, so she just made all this stuff up and said, I wanted to, quote, told the attorney, and I wanted to end him. When asked by prosecutor Kevin Smith if Foster ever hit her, he said, no, sir, not once. Crazy, crazy story. So that's what's going on there. Major League Baseball from last night. Let's run it down for you. In the bigs, light night last night is a travel night in Major League Baseball. It was the Dodgers over the Marlins 7-0. It was Pirates beating the Padres 5-4. Oakland over the Blue Jays 10-5. Red Sox beat the Orioles 6-2. Interesting story there in that game. Phillies beat the Cardinals 6-2. White Sox 4, Rangers 2. It was Tampa Bay over the Angels 7-1. Detroit 3, the Mariners 2, and the Cubs and the Braves got rained out. All right, so Baltimore playing Red Sox. David Price dominates the Orioles, and so Price had his 4th career shutout, his first since 2015. Ran into some trouble in the 9th inning. He goes in and wins it, gets the W, as the Red Sox win 6-2. Manny Machado had a 2-shot homer. So anyway, the story goes, which it's kind of funny. It's not funny. It is what it is. But anyway, completely breaking tradition. Buck Showalter, the manager of the Baltimore Orioles, the guy hits a home run, he's around in the bases, right? Well, protocol is you don't ever kind of upstage the guy that's hit the home run. So he's hit the home run, he's circling the bases, and so Showalter bounces out of the dugout to make a pitching change and cuts in front of the runner, circling around third and coming to home. He got a lot of boos. He said, I don't care. He said, this pitcher is so bad, and we've had such a terrible season. He said, I could care less. So he jumps out of the dugout, walks across the field to make a pitching change, cuts in front of the guy, circling the bases for the home run, and so didn't go well. The fans booed him. He said, I could care less, and so he's not having a good year, obviously, for the Baltimore Orioles. Hello to my buddy, the lovely Dawn Fisher Lambert. Man, oh man. She sent out a picture the other day. I cannot tell you how many people have told me they've seen this picture, the birthday picture, she and I. It's unbelievable. The power of the internet. Show number 750 today, by the way. 6:40 airtime, 7 o'clock first pitch tonight from Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State. Elizabethton and Knox Gibbs, this is it. If you win, you go to the state tournament next week. If you lose, your season is completed. So it's going to be very stressful, high energy, pressure packed. Every pitch, every swing of the stick, everything is going to be very, very, very stressful for these kids. And for those who want to go to Murfreesboro, I for one like to go next week. Call State Tournament. I haven't been down there for a couple of years to call State Tournament. Been there before, but haven't been there for a while. I'd love to go. So anyway, we'll be there tonight. 6:40 airtime, 7 o'clock first pitch for the baseball game at Thomas Stadium on the artificial turf. We'll start at 7 o'clock. Trey Shown goes against Cameron Hill. I gave you the numbers earlier about how good this kid is, and you know, I'm going to go through this one more time. This guy on paper looks like he's invincible. This kid from Gibbs, it looks like there's just no way you can beat this guy. But you know what? I'm going to go back and use the Bible. Old David picked up that slingshot and said, what's the big deal? And brought down Goliath. And so, you know, stranger things have happened. Here's the numbers on this kid from Cameron Hill from Gibbs, okay? He's been in 48 innings, 48. He has had 95 strikeouts. He's given up only 6 runs all season. He struck out 17 against Pigeon Forge. Okay. Elizabethton will probably counter with Trey Shown, who's got 3 postseason wins of his own. 11 hits, 4 runs in 18 innings with 12 strikeouts. Knox Gibbs has been to the state tournament 8 times, most recently in 2011. Everything shows up that Elizabeth's trying to get to the 3rd state tournament ever. Everything on paper says we're in trouble. Now, my father would say, because we did this one time, got ready to play a game when I was a kid, and I said, Dad, man, this guy is really, really good. We don't know if we can beat this guy. And we rattled off the numbers, and my father looked at us and said, he's due a bad game. It could be tonight. And you know what? Guess what happened? My father, God rest his soul, United States Marine Corps, Semper Fi. Tougher than a pine knot. Ooh, tough. But he was right, because the guy laid an egg, had his worst game of the year, and we beat him. So going into it on paper, looks invincible, no question, this Cameron Hill. But again, you don't play him on paper, you play him on the field, and any number of things can go wrong. Defense can be bad, Cyclones can beat him like a drum offensively, you know. So going into it thinking, boy, we're in trouble. Guy's good, but he's due a bad game. That's how I look at it, because I'm going to battle you to the last cotton picking whatever. I'm a scrapper. And so, in fact, I was talking to my brother tonight. He called me for my birthday, and we were talking, which has nothing to do with the sports. I'm getting ready to call Cincinnati here in just a second. But we're talking. I said, been playing ball lately? He said, man, I'll never play ball with you again. I said, why is that? He said, dog, get out there and play. It's like the NBA. He said, you're knocking people around trying to win. I said, oh, yeah. I come out there on the field to play, and whatever I'm doing, I'm there for one reason. I'm there to get a W, period. So if I'm Elizabethton tonight, I don't care how good this guy is. I'm coming at you, baby. And if you knock me down, I'm coming right back at you. If you knock me down, if you knock me down good, I'm going to come back with a vengeance. Anyway, that's enough of that. So Elizabethton tonight. So anyway, Miss Lambert's photo that is, it's I got 3 calls today about the picture, my birthday picture with Miss Lambert. There you go. It is what it is. So I guess you would say when you got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? All right, here's the Major League Baseball schedule. We'll take a break. I'm speaking to her, not me. Oakland at Toronto. Red Sox again tonight against Baltimore at Fenway. Cleveland at Houston. Great matchup there. 2 front runners right now in Major League Baseball. Milwaukee, Minnesota. Texas at Chicago. The Yankees in Kansas City. Tampa Bay against L.A. and Detroit at Seattle. New York and Boston dead even in the East in the American League. Cleveland a game and a half better than Minnesota in the Central Division. And Houston 2 games better than L.A. in the Western Division. Cleveland and Houston, 2 front runners, play tonight, opening up a series in Houston. In the National League tonight, it goes as follows. Everything under the lights. The Dodgers in Washington, that's a good one. Scherzer against Stripling. You have San Diego, Pittsburgh, Arizona, and New York. The Cubs in Cincinnati, Miami and Atlanta, Milwaukee at Minnesota. You have Philadelphia at St. Louis, and Colorado at San Francisco. We again are live at Food City on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. It is our 750th show. I'm very, very proud of that. We got about, 50 weeks? We need to get to 1,000 shows, 5 a week, 50 weeks, 250 shows. Yep. So we're talking, I don't know, probably this time next year, close, given some faculty taking some time off and what have you. So anyway, looking very forward to hitting that 1,000 show. Show number 750 today here at Food City on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. Hanging baskets for $8.99. Beautiful hanging baskets. $8.99, 10-inch baskets, saving $2 off those baskets. Michigan apples, Gala apples, $2.99 a bag for a 5-pound bag, less than 60 cents a pound. Also, you have the Black Forest ham, the Dietz & Watson Black Forest ham for $5.99 a pound. The Gwaltney sliced bacon, $1.99 a package, limit 4. You also have ears of corn, $3 for a dozen ears of corn, which is 25 cents an ear. Pretty simple math. You've got Scott paper towels, 6 regular towels for $3.99. Bath tissue, 12 big rolls, or Scott paper towels, 6 regular rolls for $3.99. Limit 2 per person. Oscar Mayer hot dog meat wieners, 16-ounce package, 2 for $3. And boneless chicken breast, saving $1.30 a pound, $1.69 a pound. Again, at your local Food City. 130 stores across 4 states. We've got all 9, and even the Express Lane. All 9 registers are rocking right now here at Food City on Euclid Avenue in Bristol, along with the Express Lane as well. Quick break. We'll be right back, and we will jump in, and we will go to Cincinnati, talk to my man about the Cavaliers. A must-win situation tomorrow night for LeBron and the boys. He's got to get some help. He's down 2-0 to the Celtics. Game 3 tomorrow night in Cleveland. We'll talk to him about that. And also, what's on his mind about the Reds are getting a little bit better. Back home to open up a series with the Cubbies. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Show number 750. Again, one more time, don't forget, baseball tonight. Can't wait. I haven't been this excited about a game in a long, long time. 6:40 airtime, rather. 7 o'clock first pitch from Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State University on the artificial turf. The Elizabethton Cyclones and the Knox-Gibb Eagles. Winner goes to the state tournament. Loser will be done for 2018. As Andy and Barney told Andy one time, Andy, it's big, 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 big. It's big, 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 big. No question. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll go to Cincinnati and talk to my buddy Riding Away with Dave on 700 WLW Radio. The One World every Saturday night. Covers 38 states. Talking NASCAR. He joins us on my show next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Their one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's chicken minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, small plates.
In entertainment news, this year it's all about the mini-series.
In pop culture news, mini everything.
Because, aw. All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
Let's go to the phone. Here's our buddy on the screen, Dave Martin of WLW Radio in Cincinnati. Again, show number 750. We are today. We're very proud of that. So let's go to the phone. He's there, our buddy, riding away with Dave in Cincinnati, Ohio. Good afternoon, my friend. How are you?
Yeah, I'm in pretty good shape for a guy in my condition, just running on a little empty, busy doing the day work. And then I worked 5 nights in a row doing shows, filling in for our weekly host these summers. So that kind of throws your schedule off a little bit. But I'm all set to go Saturday night. I'll be live, and you'll be joining me. And who knows what all we'll get into, because the truckers, well, I'll tell you, they've been all fired up. And there's, breaking news out there with another tragic school shooting. And, of course, we always talk a lot of sports. So I'll be all set to go Saturday night, 700 WLW, the big one, home of the Cincinnati Reds. And, by the way, the Reds had a nice trip out there on the left coast, beating up on some of the snowflakes out there. But, so that was entertaining.
Had a pretty good run, and they swept the Dodgers the first time since '76 when the Reds had the big red machine. And then they went to San Francisco, and I think they won 2 out of 3 there. And so they fly back in. They'll start a series tonight against the Cubs in Cincinnati. So you'll be on your regular time tomorrow night. And so you can hear AM 700 WLW across 38 states. You can hear it here at night, clear as a bell, here in the Tri-Cities where we are. So we'll be there tomorrow night on the air talking NASCAR, talking whatever with my buddy Dave. And so The Cleveland Cavaliers, they got their back against the wall. They're down 2-0 to the Celtics. Got beat both times. Kind of a blowout, really. I mean, last game LeBron had 21 in the first quarter, then ended up having a triple-double and they got beat, have nothing to show for it. So he has said, Dave, quote, we're going to find out what we're made of tomorrow night in Cleveland, Game 3. I say if you don't win tomorrow night, the Cavaliers are done. What do you say?
Well, yeah. I mean, you can't go down 3-0 and expect to be able to come back. It just don't happen. I mean, I guess it could be, but not when 3 out of the 4 games would be in Boston, or 2 out of the 4 games would be in Boston if they needed it. So, yeah, you can't do that. But the main thing is, like we talked about, the problem with the Cavs in these first 2 ball games is no defense out in front with the guards. And J.R. Smith, is supposed to be, one of their either starters or 6-man, et cetera, et cetera. He played lousy. He was 0 for 7, which, the coach alibi for that. Well, he didn't get in a rhythm. Whenever these coaches nowadays, the NBA, even college, they got, a whole list of excuses for these overpaid and over-pampered so-called stars. But the main thing is that he got burned by the Boston leading scorer, Jaylen Brown, for the Celtics for 23 points. And he cried and whined, well, he missed some assignments on defense. Well, Tommy, playing defense is not rocket science. You don't need no stinking chalkboard to teach you what the hell to do. It's pretty simple, especially with the guard play. Like I said, you need to guard those guys the length of the court. Keep the ball out of his hand, number one, Smith. If you can't stop him from shooting, keep the ball out of his stinking hand. Now, how hard is that? And if he does get in his hand, then and you can't guard him one-on-one and get somebody else in there that can, or, overplay him to his right, because, most players are right-handed, and that's what they favor. You overplay him there, and you know that your help's going to come from the left-hand side.
There you go.
How we were doing that 40, 50 years ago. That's not rocket science. You don't need to. Go ahead.
I was going to say, when I coached, I told it was real simple. I said, stay between you, your man, or your girl. When I coached the girls, stay between your girl, your man, and the basket. Just don't let him get by you. And if you do, if somebody else's guy gets by him, come over and help him out on defense. Pretty basic. And yet the guys, and of course, the other thing it says we're missing some assignments. Dave, we played 82 regular season games. We're now into the playoffs about, probably 15, 20 games into the playoffs, I guess. How do you miss assignments now when you're a professional ball player and you're this deep into the season? It ain't like you're a rookie and it's game 1 of the season. I mean, quit making excuses and suck it up and play basketball. That's what the Cavaliers got to do.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But, I'm just looking at the headlines right there in the Cleveland paper, and this coach, out there alibi. But I'll tell you what the problem is, Tommy. It goes a lot deeper than this. So if you want a little inside baseball here in the basketball world, I'll tell you. LeBron, a couple years ago, he lobbied for J.R. Smith to get a big, cushy contract, and I think he got like $45 million contract. Then his other Kardashian buddy, Trish Thompson, who used to be pretty decent, could leap up around the bucket and grab a lot of rebounds and maybe shoot from 10 feet or something like that, but play a little better defense. He was the same thing. He whined and bellyached for a big contract. So the Cavaliers said, okay, well, since you're LeBron's buddies, we'll go ahead and give you guys 4-year contracts. They got paid millions and millions, and ever since that day, their games have went straight into the toilet. Yeah, once in a while, Smith has a good game, and you make some 3-pointers, and he high fives, and he smiles to the cameras, et cetera, et cetera. But as soon as they get that big money, their game goes to hell, because then they start partying in the off season, and then they start whining to the media, and they want more camera time, or they want more shots, or in blowout games they want to score 20 or 25 points to pad their stats, because nowadays the NBA is all about stats and how many points did you have and how many assists did you have, and hell, they give you assists for anything nowadays. Not like in the old days you really earned it. But that's what it's all about, and that's why NBA, I'm getting about as fed up as the NFL anymore, because the game's changed so much where nobody plays any defense till the playoffs, and then, Smith tomahawked a guy, and he got called for a flagrant foul, then he mouthed off to somebody, then they tossed his ass after they gave him a technical. So, that's what you got, a bunch of crybabies out there. They don't want to play any real defense. They don't want to do what you got to do to take the win. And poor LeBron, the talk now is should he stay or should he go, blah, blah, blah. If the Cavs, lose, all these teams are courting LeBron to go play, Houston or L.A. with the sissies out there in the left coast. Or Philadelphia, so they like to have them go with their young stud they've got over there, which might not be a bad move. But, it's just pathetic what's going on in the NBA. It's become a crybaby league. And with the Cavs, I think the Cavs will rebound and win Saturday night. But they're going to have to count on some of these other guys. Hell, they got a young rookie over there. He at least guards somebody and plays hard up and down the court. Put him in the starting lineup. Let him guard one of these young guards for the Celtics. I mean, and plus he can score a little bit. He's a good heady ball player, passes the ball. You got to put players in there that's hungry. And right now the Celtics, they got two of their stars out, with Kyrie, and they're still hitting on all cylinders. So what does that tell you? They got a younger team and a hungrier team.
There you go. Here's the rest of the format before I let you go. You've got tomorrow night, Cleveland, Monday, Cleveland, next Wednesday a week, or next Wednesday I should say, will be at Boston. And then after that, it goes Cleveland, Boston. It's 2-2, 1-1 is the format. So first two in Boston, they won 108-83, blew them out with 25. Second game on Tuesday night, they beat them 107-94, beat them by 13. And so now game 3 tomorrow night in Cleveland, game 4, Monday night in Cleveland. And then they go back into Boston on next Wednesday if need be. The Western Conference Finals will play Sunday and Tuesday. That series tied at 1 apiece. Houston and Golden State Sunday night, and then a Tuesday night as well to see what happens there. And then we'll just let the chips fall where they may. Before I let you go, again, tell us one more time how we can hear my man Riding Away with Dave all weekend long on 700 WOW. Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's pretty easy. Just tune in 700 on your AM radio. You should be able to pick her up down there in Tennessee. But the other thing that's nice for people, and this is really where it seems like I get the most feedback, is we got people listening all over the country and all around the world on iHeartRadio. So it's real simple. You would just tune in 700 AM on your iHeartRadio app, and most people have that. It's free on their phones. And so people listen around their phones. You can Bluetooth in your stereo in the car. You can listen to the show. You go back and listen to the replays because everything's podcast, commercials are taken out, so about half hour, an hour after the show's over, and divided up in hour segments. And I'll let everybody know that it's a pretty exciting show because, as you know, we talk sports, whether it's NASCAR or now Major League Baseball. We talk a little bit about the NFL boys, and, of course, we talk NBA basketball, college hoops. And then, we get into, Trump because, Trump's 24/7 in the news, and we get into pop culture. We talk about movies and entertainment, not too much about television because everything's on cable now. The networks are so pathetic. Although Tim Allen's coming back on Fox, so people have a chance to at least see one other good show on mainstream TV. But, we pretty much get into everything, and I kind of let the audience make the call. People call up, and whatever's on their mind, hey, let's get it. And if we shift gears, no problem, because, the truckers, they know how to shift gears. Hell, I ride a Harley, so I know how to shift gears. You drive those hot rod sports cars, you know how to shift gears, so no problem there, right?
There you go. My man Dave Barton will join you tomorrow night, ready to go. Have a great Friday. I'll talk to you tomorrow night, all right?
I'll see you, brother. Thank you for the time.
Yep. Good man right there, our buddy Dave Martin. Riding away with Dave. I appreciate him very much here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're about out of time. Show number 750. Woo-hoo. Very proud of that. Let's run down the schedule today in baseball and softball. Our game, 6:40 airtime, 7 o'clock first pitch right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and also at TomTaylorSports.com from Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State. Gibbs 28-12, Elizabethton 25-8 in the sectional championship. 6:40 airtime, 7 o'clock first pitch. And then the other side of the bracket in AA, Greenville plays at Pigeon Forge. Winners move on to the state tournament. Losers are eliminated. In AAA, you have tonight Seymour at Farragut. Tomorrow, Science Hill, TVA Credit Union Ballpark. Hilltoppers at 34-7, hosting Carnes at 30-8. At 1 o'clock tomorrow, that'll be a dandy. That'll be on Saturday, TVA Credit Union Ballpark. Hello to the mayor of Belog, North Carolina, Darius Hensley. Darius is watching, the mayor of Belog, and also hello to Renee McNeil in Elizabethton. Single A baseball, it'll be University High plays at Lookout Valley. Greenback beat Chattanooga Arts and Sciences last night 8-3. So University High goes to Lookout Valley tonight at 6 o'clock, all that in baseball. In softball, Unaka and North Green going to try and play at 2 o'clock today. They've been rained out for the last 2 days. Looking over my shoulder out the window, it's overcast and cloudy and rain on the radar. They're going to play that one, hopefully, Unaka at 2 o'clock today. Lady Rangers trying to get back to the state tournament, 26-10. North Green at 11-14 on the season. AAA softball, Knox Powell, Jeff County tonight. Morristown East of William Blount. AA softball, Elizabeth and Lady Cyclones travel. They will go to Gibbs tonight. 6 o'clock first pitch. Elizabeth and 25-14. Gibbs, the AAA champion a year ago, dropping down to AA. They are 30-7. They'll play that one at 6 o'clock tonight. Then tomorrow, Iroquois County's Lady Blue Devils at 1 o'clock hosting Kingston. Lady Blue Devils at 38-9. Kingston at 24-6. And as we said, North Green and Unaka loser goes to Sail Creek tomorrow. The North Green Unaka winner will be hosting Tellico Plains tomorrow for a right to get to the state tournament. So that's everything going on again in high school baseball and softball. Soccer, the sectional soccer tomorrow, Maryville at Dobbins Minute, Knox Bearden and Knox Farragut. In AAA and AA, it'll be either Knox Catholic or South Doyle at Greenville. And Sevier County goes to either South Doyle or Knox Catholic. That's in AA. And in single A, Oneida at Alcoa and Gatlinburg Pittman at Cumberland Gap. And boys sectional soccer for the chance to go to the state tournament. All right, so before we get out of here, let's run down one more time some of these specials today. The Midnight Madness sale going on again at all Food Cities as we speak until midnight tonight. Every register is open here at Euclid Avenue, all 9 registers, and also the express lanes, so they're hopping, and that's what we want. Corn in the husk, $3 a dozen. Limit a dozen at a time, 25 cents an ear. Pork baby back ribs, $2.99 a pound. Boneless chicken breast, $1.69. Frito-Lay Doritos, 4 bags. Limit 4 for $1.99 a bag. Pringles, buy 4, save more at 99 cents for the Super Stack Pringles. The Pepsi products, man, they've been selling Mountain Dew like crazy. Mountain Dew and Diet Dew have been hanging off these buggies coming out of here all morning since 12 o'clock. 6-pack of 16-ounce bottles for $1.78. Food Club Spring Water, 24-pack half-liter bottles, $1.99 limit 2. Food Club Novelties, that's the ice cream, that's the fudge bars, and the ice cream bars, and the so on and so forth. The Dreamsicles, $1.99 limit 6, today only. Oscar Mayer meat wieners, 16-ounce package, 2 for $3. Ballpark hamburger hot dog buns, 12 to a pack, $1.99. Kellogg's Pop-Tarts, 3 boxes for $5 today. Powerade, 8-pack of 20-ounce bottles, 3 for $9. Also the K's tubs of ice cream, 5-quart tub, $4.99 for K's ice cream. Simply Done liquid detergent, $4.99 today. Scott paper towels or bath tissue, 12 big rolls of bath tissue or 6 regular rolls of paper towels for $3.99. That's on one side of the page. On the back side you have Gala apples out of Michigan, 5-pound bag for $2.99. The hanging basket, saving $2 on a 10-inch hanging basket, $8.99. Crest toothpaste, 99 cents. Did I ever tell you why the toothbrush was invented in West Virginia? Been invented in any other state, have been a teeth brush. Toothbrush, one tooth. There you go. Black Forest ham, Dietz and Watson Black Forest ham out of the deli, $5.99 a pound. Keebler vanilla wafers or Food Club graham crackers, $1.99 a box, limit 4. Snapple 6-pack of 16-ounce bottles. Any other state have been a teeth brush. One tooth, brush tooth. Pepperidge Farm cookies, $1.50 a bag. Spam lunch meat, $1.99 a container, limit 6, 12-ounce can. Classic only Spam lunch meat, limit 6, $1.99. King's Hawaiian rolls, 4 count for 99 cents. You've got the Market umbrellas. These are 9-foot aluminum umbrellas, selected varieties, only $30 a piece. Char King Instant Light Charcoal. You cook by charcoal, $2.99. Also at Food City tonight, Food City today till midnight tonight, Midnight Madness sale. Gwatney sliced bacon for $1.99 a pound. So there you go. Hey, a big thanks to our guest today. We had Hank Brown stop by from WeRunEvents.com. We had also on the phone, we had Mike Hedrick, our NASCAR fan reporter, his 2-year anniversary been on the show, and we thank him for that very much. And also we had just now our buddy Riding Away with Dave from WLW Radio in Cincinnati. And also we had Mike Ezekiel scheduled to go, but for some reason couldn't get his phone to come through. He's with us live down in Spartanburg, South Carolina, so we will try him again on Monday. And so that's coming up on Monday. We're looking forward to that. So 6:40 airtime tonight. 7 o'clock first pitch. Be sure and like and share. It is a big, big, big game. Loser goes home. Winner moves on to the state tournament. Every pitch, every swing of the stick, every ground ball, every fly ball, everything is going to be just very, very tense and just a bundle of nerves. I'm telling you, it's going to be a great atmosphere. It's going to be tight on both sides, and the team that's less tight makes fewer mistakes, going to win the ball game. It's just that simple. We'll find out if it's the Cyclones or it's going to be the Gibbs Eagles. 6:40 airtime, 7 o'clock first pitch right here tonight. 2 places you can watch it, TomTaylorSports.com or right here on the Facebook page, The Tom Taylor Sports Show. Either place, we'll have it for you tonight, beginning at 6:40. So, from Food City on Euclid Avenue here in Bristol, wrapping up show number 750. We're keeping on. We're heading for 1,000. We got 250 more shows to do, and we're going to get her done. Until then, for our guest and certainly for the good Lord himself, who is the show's reason for being, this is his show. We just do it in his honor and his glory, keep our fingers in his belt loop as we just roll along. For the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, again, watch us tonight, listen to us tonight if you would please, and also be sure and go to church on Sunday. He is worthy of us being in church. He's worthy of a whole lot more than that, but least we can do is go to church on Sunday and worship him. Hey, we will see you back here tonight by video and audio. 6:40 airtime, 7 o'clock first pitch tonight. Cyclones and Eagles right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and TomTaylorSports.com. Till then, from Euclid Avenue, Food City, Bristol, wrapping up show number 750. The Tom Taylor Sports Show will tell you as always, win or lose, be a good sport. So long, everybody.